So, Quantum Leap has divided opinion. What about public works of art elsewhere around the region?
Whether they're donated, paid for by business or from the public purse, Joan Cummins has been finding out what we think of them.
Temporary works of art, privately funded works of art, publicly funded works of art. Every town and city in our region has got them. But are they worth the money?
Yeah, it's a waste of money. It should go into an NHS.
A focal point for tourists, the river goddess, otherwise known as the floozy in the jacuzzi, presides over a range of opinions in Birmingham city centre.
We need to express ourselves and have fun with it.
Even though I don't know what it's there for or what it means or anything, but, you know, it looks good.
My favourite one's the ball at the ball ring. Is that like a statue, isn't it? Yeah, the ball, because it's like, I don't know, it just looks nice.
Art can be divisive, though. In 2003, Birmingham Forward was destroyed by arsonists. And a sculpture of Lady Diana in Walsall caused so much controversy that its black veneer was removed and it was totally revamped. In Stoke-on-Trent, they've taken a different approach to art, building a ramp so that you can get up close and personal with city father Josiah Wedgwood. Lady Godiva knows her place in a revamped city centre is guaranteed and has a place in everyone's hearts.
I love Lady Godiva and I think she's where she should be, but as for all the rest of what we're doing at the minute, I think there's an awful lot of public money going down the drains. So.
Some of it's nice, some of it looks a bit pointless though, but that's just my perspective.
But I think it's very nice, it's the most asbestos statue in Coventry.
Sometimes, though, there really is just one way to show exactly how much you care about statues. Joan Cummins, BBC Midlands Today, Birmingham.
Some interesting views there. Well, we're joined now by artist Tim Tolkien, who's famous for creating the Sentinel Spitfire sculpture in Castle Bromwich and also a statue in honour of Cardinal Newman. He joins us now from his studio in the Black Country. A very good evening to you, Mr Tolkien. Thanks very much for joining us. First of all, though, when everyone's cutting back so much, is it understandable that there's dismay, anger that £1 million of taxpayers' money is going to be spent on something like the Quantum Leap?
Well, I think it's a very difficult, the whole funding thing is a very difficult subject. A lot of the problems appear to be to do with the contractors, which is obviously out of the hands of the artist, or maybe even could not have been conceived at the outset. We
do hear time and time again sometimes that art projects do sort of come over budget. You're an artist, you're obviously very passionate about art, but tell us why you think it's not just an expensive luxury. Why do we need it, do you think?
I think good quality public art that's been devised properly, it gives people a sense of pride, a sense of place. Certainly the way I try and work is a very inclusive way of designing art with a community, so it belongs in the place that it's going to be, and it makes people happy to see it every day, and it gives them a sense of, like I said, a sense of place and a sense of belonging.
We know, Tim, as well, that people were saying that, you know, these are tough economic times. Out of interest, how's business for you bearing up?
At the moment, the projects I'm working on, and I am busy at the moment, I think the money committed to those was committed over the last couple of years. So I think now people aren't committing money, so it's the next couple of years I think will be a bit tight for us. Okay. But we'll have to see whether projects are funded privately or whether they're funded out of the public purse. I'm hoping that there will still be public artworks for people to enjoy in their neighbourhood and in their area in the future.
Now, I know we mentioned a few moments ago that you created the Cardinal Newman statue. There was a funding problem with that too. How's that going now?
That's to fit in with what you're talking about. That has now been picked up by the Dudley Borough Birmingham City Council Heritage Department, so it technically belongs to the museum and art gallery. The initial hopes to make it a publicly subscribed piece of work, that we didn't raise enough money, and the sculpture was already made by that point.
OK, thanks very much indeed for talking to us, Tim Tolkien. Thank you.
So what do you think about public art such as Quantum Leap? Is it worth the money, or is it too expensive at a time when public finances are being cut?
We'd love to hear your thoughts. You can email us at midlandstoday@bbc.co.uk or give us a call, the number 08000 630 630.
Thanks for joining us this evening. Later in the programme,